Okay, so this is today's mission. I've got the installing the 6-inch light bar. We've got also the number plate bracket to suit that light bar, and the wiring harness. And we're going to be chucking it on the old Kluger. This is a bit fucked up, don't mind that, but I'm going to see how we go. Unluckily, this is a bit broken, but I think this will help, just removing this quickly. I'm going to get a new set of clips off eBay. But yeah, so what I've been reading so far is that we should just be able to... there's like 2 Y-shaped spades that go in there. And then we just got to mount the relay. Find a way through to the firewall, which hopefully isn't too hard. If not, it might just be a legal beagle just chilling in here somewhere with the switch and such. And then there should be an adapter to go from these lights to the old spotties. And then they should come on automatically. So let's see how we go. First step here, just take the number plate off. Got the bracket here. Simply the bolts that hold in the number plate will go in between this and the car. I've got this plastic plate here. I'm going to put that in between the car and the mounting bracket, just so there's no scratching, because this is metal. Now we've got that bracket mounted like your own mama. Not quite as good as that, but mounted fairly well. Couple of screws. And I'm just going to start mounting the lights next. Alright, so we just mounted this one up. On the other end of this, you'll see there's like a little bit of a widening in the middle here. You just drop 2 of the nuts in there. And then, yeah, you just thread through 2 of the bolts and a washer either side. And she's just as easy as that. You can see you can kind of turn it up and down as far as the angle goes just by mounting it different spots. I just kind of wanted to come forward for the time being, but we'll see once the light turns on and stuff. Once you get to the wiring kit yourself, the first step will be to remove this fuse. This will just isolate it, so this will only be live up until the fuse hole, let's say. I've just mounted this to the battery, and I was lucky enough to be able to do that without having to disconnect anything. So let's hope it goes back together the way it was. Doesn't look like it will, unless I do a little bit of coercing. And we're also going to mount this relay. I've got a handy little spot for it here. So I'm just going to take off that socket and mount that in there. So you're going to get 2 of these in the wiring kit. I've just connected my one up now. Luckily I had the right light bulb. So they give you the most common one. So my high beam is separate to the headlight. So I've just mounted the relay there. So that kind of comes across there. This is going to connect to this, and this is going to connect to the spotty. We're still got to find a spot for the switch, probably maybe in the car. I certainly would not illegally just put it somewhere in the engine bay, but my identical twin may, if it's too hard to find a hole in the white firewall. Somewhere at a point.
Is there any way, where you can reach under and...
Yeah. Alright, so just got her all wired up. I'm going to find a place for this, hopefully inside the cabin. Got everything tucked like your Thai bird, and yeah, it should be sweet.